Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the house of Ahmed Al Maghrebi. The house of Ahmed Al Maghrebi is a perfume niche house from United Arab Emirates. They've been around for many years. They have quite an extensive perfume lineup in their portfolio. I think all together maybe around 100 perfumes. And they are one of the best perfume houses from the United Arab Emirates. I mean, there are so many houses and big names and big hits from the United Arab Emirates, but there are two houses that they stand out on, at least in terms of their perfumery and in terms of the quality of their perfumes to ratio for what you pay and what you get. Although all of the Middle Eastern perfume houses do that in a big way, they give you everything plus the kitchen sink, but these two, they give you even more than the rest of them. So this is one of them, which is House of Ahmed Al Maghrebi. The other one is House of Nabil. So these two, mamma mia, they are killing it. So this one, from their there are so many lines they have. This one I think is called Jewel. So this is from their one of the latest releases. It is available in United Kingdom around £30 or so. For that price, look at the presentation. As always, they give you everything plus the kitchen sink. Anyway, so let's get to the unboxing. But please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. And this way, with your likes, with your support, with your comments, with your subscription, which is free by the way, all these things will help me to challenge the infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players are getting bigger and richer, and the small players getting smaller and poorer, and they're getting pushed out. And so many YouTube reviews are they no longer doing it because of that. I am one of those small players, so all I am relying on is your help with your movement of a finger, but it means I can stay in this endeavor for longer, stay afloat, survive, keep going, and give you perfumes that nobody else is mentioning. They don't get the limelight, they don't get the mention anywhere else. They are really need the attention because they are smaller houses and unknown perfumes. Anyways, thank you very much for your support and love, and let's go. So look at this beautiful box, massive. It's a thick cardboard. It's got the beautiful floral aspect, and this one is a sleeve, so all the attention to detail, everything you need is there. And the sleeve comes out, and look at this presentation for under £30 is unbelievable, beautiful. Again, very thick cardboard, and it opens like this, like a gallery, and the bottle sits in here in a velvet gallery. And look at the bottle is gorgeous as well, and so it sits in there. And the bottle itself, look at this beautiful bottle, very heavy, very thick glass, and the atomizer is quite weight to it, it's quite heavy, and it's mainly plastic I think, but it's got this jewel for the name Jewel, and it says red jewel, sorry, this one is a red jewel, and Ahmed Al Maghrebi EDP 100 ml. And the only thing is, this one it's got 40%, so it's a 60% volume, so that means 40% of it is a combination of oil and water, which is super high. This is what I'm saying about the house of Ahmed Al Maghrebi and Nabil. These two, they put so much oil in their perfumes, and that shows in their quality, in their long lastingness, in their performance. Excellent. Anyway, so let's get to this one, Red Jewel, and atomizer is modern and gold, and here we go. Look at that. It's a pressurized atomizer. Where do you get pressurized atomizer for under £30? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so here we go. First impression, and this is Jewel, Red Jewel by Ahmed Al Maghrebi, EDP. It's targeted unisex, and here we go. Woo! First thing it hits me is the spiciness of it. It's very, very spicy. It's just layers of spices. I'm getting cinnamon, I'm getting nutmeg, I'm getting even a little bit of cumin in here, I'm getting a little bit of cardamom. So it's very, very big body of spiciness to it. So you need to like your spicy fragrances to enjoy this. And also I'm smelling big florals in here. Yeah, big florals. It's a combination of jasmine and rose, so it's a very, very nice combination of jasmine and rose in here, but they are not overly huge to make it super feminine. Overall, this is, to my nose, is bang in the middle. Unisex is correct. It designated unisex, which is correct. And don't forget, most perfumes are unisex anyway. There is no gender in perfumes. Smell, scent, fragrances. No, it's just a marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. Anyway, so the second thing, so big spiciness and also big floral aspect, and let's see what we have in the base. So I'm smelling combination of vanilla and tonka bean in the base, so it's very quite sweet. From 0 to 10 being the sweetest, this is around 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 even. So 7 to 8 is quite sweet, but the sweetness is well balanced with everything else. It's a heavy hitters like the spices, and it's grounding the sweetness quite well in here. But nevertheless, it's very, very sweet. So you need to like your sweet perfumes to enjoy it. It's got a woody backbone, which is very, very clean at the moment. See the sandalwood combination, or at least one of them, especially the sandalwood, because it's very, very creamy and smooth. This fragrance is very smooth. I classify this fragrance as Oriental spicy, so it's very, very spicy and it's very Oriental in the nature of it. And also I classify it as semi-fresh to semi-dark, so it's got that big spicy aspect to it, to give it a little of that semi-darkness in here. Does it remind me of anything? Not anything in particular at the moment. If I remember something, I will let you know. But somewhere I read, somebody said it smells similar to Tom Ford Black Orchid. No. Nothing to do with Black Orchid. Black Orchid is much darker. It's almost gothic. This one is much brighter. It's much happier. It's fresher. Although it's got some darkness to it, but it's nothing to do with Black Orchid. The only thing they have in common is the spices, but even the spices are different because they are amalgamated and put together differently. So it's nothing to do with Black Orchid by Tom Ford. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown. This one I couldn't find anywhere apart from AI, so I'm relying on AI in here. So it says on top we have a spicy luminous like saffron, cinnamon, clove and nutmeg. So yes, I got all those. In the mid we have warm and creamy amber, vanilla and walnut. Walnut, okay, interesting. And in the base we have deep resins, musk, amber and tonka bean. So I was very close to what I'm smelling, but this looks like a correct note breakdown in here. So very spicy. So you need to like your spicy fragrances to enjoy it. As I said, it's just layers and layers of spiciness. It's quite deep spiciness to it, and it's very warm. It's very inviting. Almost is going to the realm of like an incense. Is so spicy. Definitely the cinnamon, the clove and nutmeg I'm getting here, plus the saffron. The saffron is much tamer in here. It's not a huge player, but the cinnamon, the nutmeg and the clove are very apparent, so you need to like those ones to enjoy it. Amber in here is quite like a combination of sticky amber, deep sticky resinous sweet, spicy amber plus effervescent amber. So it's like a combination of the both. So I'm getting a sticky, deep, dense amber plus very, very airy in the same time. So it's like transparent, it's see-through, is airy, is very, very effervescent in the same time, which is amazing for this price point. They're making something like that. In the base we have musk, amber and tonka bean. The walnut, yes, I'm getting a nutty feel to it, but to be honest with you, it doesn't smell like walnut to my nose. Smells like nondescript nuttiness, if you like. So it's nutty overall, but I can't say okay, is it walnut, is it hazelnut, is almond, is, I can't tell because it's very non-descriptive in terms of but they say walnut, we take their word for it. The tonka bean and vanilla in here, the combination giving it that big base of sweetness. So sweet and also creamy in the same time, because both tonka bean and vanilla in here making it very smooth and creamy. And also what they're not mentioning is the combination of a bit of rose and a bit of jasmine. At least to my nose, I'm getting that. It's not a huge player, it's not a big player, but it is there nevertheless. I'm smelling something like a combination of rose and the jasmine in here. So overall, very, very nice for the price under £30. This is gorgeous, very, very opulent, quite sexy, quite especially for this time of year, is very, very good, especially for the cooler weather. It's just basically quite sensual in the same time. So vibrant, spicy, quite exotic and warm. Yes, very, very warm in the same time. It's rich, it's a little bit of gourmandy feel to it, which is mainly coming from those spices and also the tonka bean and the vanilla in here. But it's, I don't classify it as gourmand perfume per se, but it's got some gourmand aspect. Sweet, yes. Nutty, yes. Smooth, yes, very smooth. And sensual, yes, it's very, very sensual in the same time. So this is better suited for cooler weather, definitely. If you like spicy perfumes, this is very, very well done. So to recap very quickly, very, very spicy, it's layers of spices. I'm getting cinnamon, I'm getting nutmeg, I'm getting a little bit of clove in here, and also a little bit of saffron. But saffron is the fourth player, is not a huge player. After that is the little bit of floral aspect, which is they're not mentioning in here. I'm getting a combination of jasmine and rose, just a very small amount. It's not a huge player, but it is there nevertheless. And also it's a big amber in here, which is a combination of effervescent and a deep, dense, sticky, sweet, spicy amber. Tonka bean and vanilla here giving it that beautiful base of smooth sweetness. So it's very it's not very sweet, it is sweet, but it's not super sweet. So it is overall sweet perfume, yes, but it's not overly sweet, and it's grounded very well with every other notes and accords in here. Hint of muskiness overall to it. Yeah, hint of muskiness, not a huge player, but it is a little bit of musky and a little bit of cleanness to it as well. And overall, as I said, this is semi-fresh to semi-dark to my nose, and also Oriental spicy in terms of the classification of this fragrance. And definitely there is a nutty aspect to this perfume as well. So you need to like your nutty perfumes, spicy perfumes, sweet perfumes, and also a little bit of floral. And I'm getting a hint of like fruity aspect. Maybe it's just a combination of everything in here, giving it a little bit of fruitiness as well. Yeah, just a hint of fruitiness, which is like a amalgamation of everything, giving it a tiny bit of fruity aspect, and like a little bit of juiciness to it as well. So if you like this kind of fragrances, what a perfume, especially under £30. The house of Ahmed Al Maghrebi do it every time. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and they never let me down so far. So good. So this one is in the realm of proper perfumery and proper ingredients. It's very well amalgamated, it's very well put together, it smells great. Perfumery in here is great, and also there's no harshness, there's no chemical, there's none of those. So don't forget, this is 60% volume, which means 60% of it is alcohol and 40% of it is a combination of many oils, and also a little bit of water in here, which is making it very dense and thick in the same time. So it's very strong, and it's got a big body to it. So who is it for? Definitely I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side, because the spiciness of this fragrance, I don't think a youngster will enjoy this. In terms of season, this is better suited for cooler weather because of that spicy sweetness of this fragrance. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent. It's very good for going out, special occasion, evening, formal occasion, close encounter, dating, special ceremonies like wedding, like birthdays and things like that. Very delicious. And in terms of gender, definitely bang in the middle, unisex, no problem. Anybody can wear it, ladies and men. I'm happy to wear it, no problem whatsoever. But it just got a hint of that floral, which makes it a hint of that maybe a little bit on the feminine side. Let's say if it's 50-50, just leans a tiny bit on the feminine direction. So that is for people who care about these things. No, I don't care, because if I like perfume, I wear it. I don't care what they designation is, although this is designated for unisex and is correct anyway. Okay guys, that was the first impression of this fragrance. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Yes. If you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. When I say that, I mean it, because I'm the only one that review this fragrance. Nowhere to be seen, not even in Fragrantica, not even on YouTube, nowhere. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for the lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them a huge personality. Very bold, very big, very long lasting. They are very artistic and unique, and they are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I see you later. Bye.